Welcome. This online session is one of a series of mindfulness explorations of artwork and objects held in the collection of Shropshire Museum and Art Gallery. As part of the slow art movement, we're going to invest some time in pausing in our busy lives to look and to breathe. In this session, we're going to look at a mid-20th century self-portrait by the artist John Napper. We're going to start by making sure you are sitting comfortably. Place your feet evenly apart and flat on the floor. Acknowledge any areas of tension in your body, maybe your neck or shoulders, and try to soften those areas. Let go of whatever happened before you started to look at this painting. Let go of whatever will happen after these moments. This is an opportunity to manage any stress you may be feeling and focus now on this moment. Take a breath in and breathe out slowly. Repeat as you quiet your mind of intrusive thoughts. Acknowledge those thoughts if they keep popping up, but return to looking at the painting. John Napper was born in London in 1916. He lived and worked in London, France and the United States, finally living in a farmhouse in South Shropshire. This is a half-length oil painting painted in 1953 when he was aged 37. Take a moment to let your eyes travel over the painting. The pose and the technique of oil paint application is greatly influenced by Rembrandt, the Dutch 17th century artist. Rembrandt painted many self-portraits, chronicling himself and his style over many years. Here, John Napper stands in a pose with his hand on his hip and paintbrush in the other hand, directly referencing a self-portrait by Rembrandt of the mid-1660s. He is staring out at you, the viewer, and looks as if he has just turned away from his canvas and easel to look into a strategically placed mirror to analyse his reflection. It captures a moment. What thoughts come to your mind as you look at his face? Is there a vulnerability in the pose, with one arm held protectively across his chest? Look at where the light source of the painting comes from and the deep shadows it creates. The dramatic contrast of both light and texture in the painting emphasises an emotional quality to the work. Rembrandt perfected his use of thickly applied paint in an impasto fashion, often working rapidly and with loose, rough brushstrokes. He would use the end of his brush or a palette knife to then cut into the paint for further texture. There is a similar spontaneity in this self-portrait. Here the artist uses a similar impasto technique and a palette of muted dark colours. How do the colours John Napper used make you feel? If you painted a portrait of yourself, what paint colours would you use to reflect your personality or mood? The artist chose to wear a pale shirt, olive-coloured trousers and a grey cardigan, probably his usual painting clothes for this painting. What would you wear to reflect your personality in a portrait? In fact, would you prefer to paint your own portrait or to sit and have an artist paint it for you? Take a breath in and breathe out slowly, reflecting on your thoughts and ideas about this painting as you re-engage with your breathing. Thank you for taking time to look at one of the paintings in the Shropshire Museum and Art Gallery collection.